day, and welcome to A Christmas Carol. It's not the full length original one, it's been requested that I did this one, but I found a shorter one. It'll be in four acts, and it's a play that should have six different players in it, but you'll hear me try to remember what six different voices I have to do. So let's try it again and see if I can do A Christmas Carol justice. Once upon a time, upon a Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. A Merry Christmas, Uncle! It was the voice of Scrooge's nephew. Bah! Humbug! Christmas a humbug, Uncle? You don't mean that, I'm sure. I do. Out upon Merry Christmas. If I had my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding. He should. Uncle, nephew, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine. Keep it? But you don't keep it. Let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Much good it has ever done you. I have always thought of Christmas time as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time, and therefore, uncle, though it was never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it's done me good, and it will do me good, and I say, God bless it. Good afternoon. I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last, so a Merry Christmas, uncle. Good afternoon. And a Happy New Year. Good afternoon. His nephew left the room without an angry word, but the clerk, in letting Scrooge's nephew out, had let two other people in. Gentlemen, at this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, we should make some slight provisions for the poor and destitute, who suffers greatly at the present time. A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. What shall I put you down for? Nothing. You wish to be anonymous? I wish to be left alone. Since you ask me what I wish, gentlemen, that is my answer. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the prisons and the workhouses. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there. Many can't go there, and many would rather die. If they would rather die, they had better do it. The hour of shutting up the counting house arrived. Scrooge took his melancholy dinner in his usually melancholy tavern and went home to bed. Now, it is a fact that there were nothing at all particularly about the knocker on the door of the house, except that it was very large, and yet Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker not a knocker, but Marley's face. Marley's face, with a dismal light about it, like a bad lobster in a dark cellar. As Scrooge looked at this, it was a knocker again. He said, "Po, po," and closed the door with a bang. The sound resounded through the house like thunder. Bang, bang, bang. Every room above and every cask in the wine merchant's cellar below, bang, 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 appeared to have a separate peal of echoes, bang, 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 of its own. Scrooge was not a man to be frightened by echoes. He fastened the door and walked across the hall and up the stairs. Up Scrooge went, not caring a button for its being very dark. Darkness is cheap, and Scrooge liked it. Quite satisfied, he closed his door and locked himself in, double locked himself in, which was not his custom. Thus secure against surprise, he put on his dressing gown and slippers and his nightcap, and sat down before the very low fire to take his gruel. As he threw his head back in the chair, his glance happened upon a bell, a disused bell that hung in the room. It was with great astonishment and with a strange dread that, as she looked, he saw this bell begin to swing. Ding, ding, ding. Soon it rang out loudly. Ding, ding, ding. And so did every bell in the house. Ding-a-ling, ling, a ling, 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 ling. This was succeeded by a clanking noise deep down below, as if some person was dragging a heavy chain over the cask in the wine merchant's cellar. Sorry. Then he heard the noise much louder on the floors below, then coming up the stairs, then coming straight towards his door. It came on through the heavy door, and a spectre passed into the room before his eyes, and upon its coming in, the dying flames leapt up as though it cried, I know him, Marley's ghost. What do you want with me? Much. Who are you? Ask me who I was. Who were you then? In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. The ghost sat down on the opposite side of the fireplace, as if he was quite used to it. You don't believe in me. I don't. Why do you doubt your senses? Because a little thing affects them. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumble of cheese, a fragment of an undone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. The spirit raised a frightful cry. Oh, mercy, deathful apparition, why do you trouble me? Why do spirits walk the earth? And why do they come to me? It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk amongst his fellow men and travel far and wide, and if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. I cannot rest, I cannot stay, I cannot linger anywhere. My spirit never walked beyond our counting house. Mark me. In life, my spirit never rode beyond our money changing hole, and very journeys lies before me. Scrooge was very much dismayed to hear the spectre going on at this rate, and began to quake excitedly. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. You will be haunted by three spirits. Expect the first tomorrow night when the bell tolls one. Expect the second one on the next night at the same hour. The third upon the next night when the last stroke of 12 have ceased to vibrate. Look to see me no more. Scrooge tried to say humbug, but stopped at the first syllable, and being from the emotion he had undergone, and the fatigues of the day, or his glimpse of the invisible world, or the conversation of the ghost, or the lateness of the hour, he went straight to bed, without undressing, and fell asleep on the instant.